Welcome. Oh, I've got my Timmy's. I thought it was out of the shot, but it's still here. Everybody knows who Timmy's is. Tim Hortons. Today I'm excited because I love a good toothpaste, especially a toothpaste with a biodegradable tube. It's a great idea. Anyways, I'm going to bring Steve in here. We're just going to get to it here. It's weird talking to yourself, Tyler not being here. So, without further ado, wrong one. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons today. I've got to focus on everything. I'm going to focus on the conversation, the buttons. It's a little difficult. Everything. Yeah, I'm like a, what do they call those the guys that control the puppets? I'm that guy.
You're a puppeteer.
Puppeteer, yeah, that was the easy one. It's the easy one. I've got Steve here from Before Toothpaste, and now you're not just toothpaste. You're a bit of an entrepreneur. So I wanna hear your story, Steve. First, let's hear everything before the toothpaste. How did you get into business, and let's hear that story.
Yeah, and I'll keep it short for you because there's lots of stories on that chapter out there.
Yeah.
And thanks, by the way, for having us on. This is exciting to talk to your audience about this product.
Of course.
So, yeah, I've been starting various businesses for 20 years. Started my career early on in action sports and sports marketing and sales. It was a real passion career for me. I loved being outside, being in the sports industry, so it really just lent really well to my passions, and I got to travel a lot. I was in California a lot and built an incredible network of mentors and friends and business partners and all sorts of things. And so that was through my 20s, and then I kind of merged into the next chapter of my career and went into hospitality kind of randomly. I was working, I kind of had a marketing agency in between my action sports career and hospitality, and we just kind of stumbled upon a technology called Wine on Tap, and we started a company in Canada pioneering that technology, and that spawned into opening a winery and a brewery and a couple of restaurants, and it really just spiraled out of control and was a ton of fun. And it's a really complex industry. If any of the listeners out there have been in that market before, but it's really the best MBA you will ever get. So I loved that chapter, and pre kind of COVID time, such a good marker on time because everybody listening knows that time. But
it is. It's like pre or post COVID. It'll be the new measurement for sure.
Totally. So pre-COVID, I was itching for a new chapter for myself, and looking kind of deep into my idea book, and took a little bit of time off and was over at my cabin and was just thinking about where my passions were for kind of the next business venture and what I wanted to do. And I always had this fun idea of disrupting and launching a toothpaste company and toothpaste brand. And I would talk about it over the years with various contacts and friends, and they'd always laugh like, that's a great idea. It's like so left field for you. And I was like, you know what, it's such a category that needs a refresh. And, I watched the category over the years and would bring up the topic here and there. And finally, pre-COVID, I found myself in a position where I was looking to align all these different things. I love products that people use every single day. I love products that can really impact people inspirationally, but also from a health perspective. My fiance and we live a pretty healthy lifestyle. So I was really interested in products within the self-care sphere. And I wanted something that we could, enter a category and do something a little bit different. And so went back to this toothpaste idea and said, it's time. Let's do this.
And why was it toothpaste and not any other product?
Mainly because, we studied the category and all self-care products, but we really studied toothpaste and just saw that still in the whole marketplace, there was not a product that we wanted to use. There was a lot of products you needed to use, and it
Hmm.
was something that was just kind of like mundane and in your daily routine, and you just did it. But there wasn't a brand that I like got excited to use from, a formulation standpoint, a brand standpoint, an environmental friendly standpoint. Like there just wasn't something that was inspiring, that lived on top of your counter, that really like got you excited. It was just
Hmm.
all these products that we've been kind of trained over a life that we need to use, and they look like this and
Yeah.
they act like this, and and it wasn't inspiring, and I saw it as a pretty big white space in the category to do something very different. And there were some really great brands out there, over the last 10 years, 5 years especially, that are doing some really interesting things, and they're really inspiring for us to see how they were doing something a little bit different from a packaging standpoint, design, formulation. But still, we tried hundreds of pastes and did a bunch of blind taste testing, and rated them in different categories, and still we couldn't find a formula even that really impressed us in the market.
Is there some pretty wild flavors? Did you test some pretty wild ones?
Absolutely. And we found through survey and data that the majority of the market wants a mint flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when we were formulating and we nailed our flavor, we call it super mint, and it's a combination of natural mints and natural menthol derived from peppermint. And the combination, which took us a better part of a year just to nail that part of the formula, is outstanding. And through all the wild flavors and really like not great tasting toothpaste as well, we found kind of our pathway to what we
Mm.
wanted.
That would be. I would see that as being a fun process. I don't know. Like, how do you go about doing that? Are you working with like a manufacturer that does that? Like, how does that all play out?
Yeah, every startup and entrepreneurial journey is kind of a little bit different. You're like, where do I start? I've got
Hmm.
this great idea. I think, people around me say it's a great idea. So, and you just start throwing stuff on paper. And I went out, and I've got some manufacturing background within, different industries, but kind of understand the process. So I just started cold calling manufacturers in the industry. I'd get some roadblocks on some that were owned by the big guys, and, their minimums were really, really high. And
Right.
then we just kept searching, and I found this incredible manufacturer out of Salt Lake City, Utah, that has a ton of experience using natural ingredients, clean ingredients, but they're still have a big dental recommended kind of ADA approved ingredient deck side of their business. So they kind of played in both.
Hmm.
And they've touched a lot of toothpaste that you see on the shelf.
Right.
And they've got a great lab there. And we kind of pitched them our idea and what we wanted to do and how we wanted to disrupt the industry a little bit and do things a bit different. And they just loved it. They're very small business, entrepreneurial focused themselves, and they just really loved us. So we
Hmm.
flew down there. Um, One of my business partners in the project, Jamie and I flew down. He runs all brand marketing. He's the genius behind the design and the look, feel, and language of the brand. And we flew down there and met the team, and they really loved what we were doing and got behind us. And so we spent almost 2 years working with them to formulate.
Oh, that's a process.
It was a process. We didn't think it would take that long, classic, but we were relentless to get to a place where we really believed in the formula.
Mm.
And, for us, building a product, lots of people build products every single day, have ideas, can brand them well, can market them well. But at the end of the day, quality of product is everything. And we really wanted to build something that we could stand behind and we could really say this is the best formula out there.
Okay, give me the pitch. Why is this the toothpaste you should be using? What's your the spiel? Let's hear it.
Yeah, so number one, it tastes incredible. There's a lot of pastes out there that kind of work in the clean um, category and just don't taste that great. This
Right.
taste is incredible. The mouth feel, the foaming without SLS, and just the overall experience within your mouth as you're brushing is amazing. We found that a lot of pastes that remove SLS, which is a really bad ingredient that is in most traditional paste, a petroleum-based foaming agent,
Hmm.
once you remove it, it becomes very hard to get like a really nice foaming action within the paste. And we spent a lot of time in the lab really engineering something based off of coconut oil and a few other ingredients that could really create a beautiful foaming experience within the paste. So those two things combined, as well as like the silkiness and the mouthfeel, the rinsability, it kind of really comes out clean. A lot of the traditional paste will kind of like feel a little bit filmy in your mouth. That's because they're full of synthetic, really low grade ingredients that aren't great for your mouth health.
Hmm.
As well as we really did a ton of research with a couple different labs in the US and industry advisors on what else we could add to the paste that would really significantly help it in terms of oral health. Because one of our real pillars of the brand is talking about overall health. How does this paste really support your gut health, your mind health, and your overall body health? And we added things like aloe, zinc, arginine to the paste, which really support a good oral care routine and oral care health, which is extremely important to us. So all those things combined really created a formula that we can stand behind. We've won a few awards this year, Men's Health Mag and Women's Health Mag as
Oh,
best
cool.
toothpaste of the year. And anybody that tries this gives us fantastic feedback. So
That's
I'm
good.
really excited about it.
It sounds like you got a winning formula. So, how would one go about acquiring your product?
So right now we are in the online space, D2C. We're also on Amazon. So yeah, you can check out our website there. We built out a really beautiful website, easy to use. There's also a
It is a
subscription.
really nice website, I gotta
Yeah,
say.
thank you. Yeah, lots of good press hits when we launched 6 months ago. Lots of people got really excited about what we're doing, but yeah, you can do single purchase or subscription. We've got quite a few people subscribing. Toothpaste is a very routine product. So once you kind of understand your rhythm, and we've got a great tool that we engineered on our website that really helps you understand based on how much toothpaste you use and your household size and your all these, how many times you brush, all these things. It really helps you identify how much toothpaste you're actually going through.
Oh, cool.
Um,
So, like a subscription, a lot like the razor companies are doing.
You got it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And once you kind of really identify what pace you like and how much you're using, then, it can ship on a regular basis. Yeah, it becomes quite frequent.
cool, awesome. And also, you can contact us if you want to have this toothpaste in your dental practice. Contact us here at Dentist on Demand, and we can get you set up too. It's
Yes.
another avenue.
It's a huge avenue that we're looking to support and enter. We've got a couple great dental practices here in Canada and also in New York and LA that are on board and loving our product. I always say to them and to new dental offices that we're contacting that, your brand and the products that you pass out to your customers is a reflection of who you are.
Totally.
And,
Yeah.
our product is great quality. It's clean ingredients. It's plant-based packaging, which is the first in the industry. And,
Yeah. That's
the
cool.
brand really aligns to the messages that you're trying to get across as a dental practice. So we've had great success so far. Lots of our dental clinics that are contacting us are actually selling tubes as well to their clients because they're finding that they love it so much that they want to purchase it right there during their next cleaning. So it's been a great supporting market for us so far. So we're really looking to expand it.
No, that's great. Yeah, that's we're happy to work with you guys on that too. Um, Steve, this has been great. Any final exciting thoughts? Are you going to be dealing in this world for longer? Like it sounds like
Yeah.
you're pretty you're an ideas guy. So is this idea going to keep you for a while? Are you?
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, I'm really excited about the product and the brand. The brand just before and the ethos of before life happens, and really, really inspiring people to live their best life. It's been incredible journey so far, and I really want to see this through for a while and really stay in the oral care products business for a while and really hone in on it. We've got a ton of innovation and R&D happening in the background on different products. We're launching a toothbrush and floss, fully biodegradable,
Cool.
bristles and all, floss and all. So it's a really beautiful little kit that we're coming out with that we're really excited about. And then there's more pastes and different products that we're looking at entering, all staying within the same DNA of, clean ingredients, incredible product, trying to stay very environmentally friendly.
I like it. Keep us posted. Definitely, we'd be interested in talking about that. That's cool. I love it.
Definitely.
Final thoughts. Anything? What's the plan for this summer? What are you up to?
I'm traveling for before.
Okay.
I'm hitting a bunch of cities and just talking to people about toothpaste. I'm a toothpaste salesman, toothpaste marketer.
Yeah. Do you have like a briefcase full of the toothpaste?
I definitely do. I travel with an extra suitcase full of toothpaste.
Love it.
And totes and magazines and all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm just bouncing around cities and seeing contacts I haven't seen for a long time and getting them excited about a product that really has never excited them before. So it's been super fun.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, Steve. We're like Tyler and I are very excited to work with you. We believe in what you're doing in this product too. So, again, if you want any more information for yourself, you can hop onto their website, and it's all there for you. Or you can contact us here at Dentist on Demand. If you want to have this product in your practice, we can help you out with that. All right, this is it. We'll have you on again. Let's have you back on when you launch some more exciting products.
Love it. I can't wait.
Cool.
Thanks for the support.
You're welcome.
Okay.
See ya.